Crowds erupting, home runs flying, rivals ducking. We don't just play, we make them fold. Atlanta Braves got hearts of gold. Chop on, raise that axe till the fight is won. Stand tall, we brave for life, we give it all. Red clay roots, deep and strong, from the A-town streets to the outfield song. We gone, we brave forever. Go, chop on.
It is game number 3 of a 4-game weekend set between the Braves and the Nationals as we get set to go at Truist Park in Atlanta. Braves won the first 2 games of this series, and it's been a good series for the Braves so far coming into play today. They won yesterday by a final score of 6-2. Series started on Thursday with a 5-4 win for the Braves. So they're looking to secure the series win here today in a 4-game set and set up a sweep opportunity for tomorrow's game. So a little bit of housekeeping to get things started here for the Braves. This is our starting pitching matchup originally. Miles Mikolas going up against Reynaldo Lopez. Well, about 20 minutes ago, Reynaldo Lopez was a scratch. He has knee inflammation, is what the sources are telling me. Left knee inflammation. So Reynaldo Lopez is as of about 20 minutes ago, is a scratch from this game for the Braves. Taking his place will be Martin Perez, who was originally supposed to start tomorrow's game. So Martin Perez, kind of a last-second decision to start this game. He's got to get warmed up very quickly. Didn't know that he was going to start this game until about 20 minutes ago. So he comes in for the scratched Lopez, and he will get the start today against Miles Mikolas, who does remain the actual starter for the Nationals in this game. Martin Perez on the season is 6-6 coming into play today. He's got a 3.49 ERA in 90.1 innings pitched and 69 strikeouts coming into play today. And he has to kind of get going very quickly here for the Braves. It should be interesting to watch for this one. Martin Perez, originally supposed to start tomorrow, gets the start today for the late scratch of Reynaldo Lopez. So that's the housekeeping portion as we get set for this game. What up, Scribs? Welcome in. Game will start here in about, 2 or 3 minutes from now, as we're going to take a look now at the starting lineups for this game. For the Nationals, they send Wood, Garcia, and Cruz. 1, 2, and 3 hitters for the Nationals. Wood DH, Garcia first base, and Cruz in right field. Batting in the cleanup spot for Washington will be Mr. Abrams at shortstop. Number 5 is the catcher Ruiz, and number 6 is the left fielder Lyle. And the bottom third is the second baseman Nunez, the third baseman Vivas, and the center fielder Young is in the 9. For the Atlanta Braves, batting leadoff and catching today is Drake Baldwin. In the 2-hole, it'll be Ronald Acuna Jr. playing right field, and number 3 is Matt Olson. He's at first base. Cleanup man will be Michael Harris. He's in center field, followed by Ozzie Albies in the 5-hole playing second, and Dom Smith DHing today in the 6-hole. In the 7, it'll be Austin Riley playing third base. Mike Yastrzemski gets the start in left field today. He's batting 8. And the rookie sensation, Mr. Jimmy Baseball himself, Jim Jarvis, will play shortstop in the 9-hole today for the Braves as we get set for first pitch here in Atlanta. Just at work, I've got some downtown, so I'm tuning in, probably lurking for most of it, though. I appreciate you, Scribs. Welcome in. You were one of the early people in here as we are just now getting underway here for game number 3 of this set as we await first pitch. Braves are wearing their alternate City Connect uniforms today. The baby blue hats with the navy bills, navy blue jerseys, and the lowercase a on the hat. Kind of a mix between their City Connect and throwback jerseys that we've seen over the years for the Braves. Nationals in their all gray road uniforms, red trim, as well as some navy mixed in there. But the Braves got their City Connects rocking and rolling here today. We are set. Martin Perez is just now making his run out. Again, if you're just joining us, he was a late addition to this starting pitching rotation. It was originally supposed to be Reynaldo Lopez. He gets scratched with left knee inflammation. Martin Perez, who was supposed to start tomorrow, gets the start today. He's just now digging in. As they get set, the Braves defense takes the field behind him in their City Connect uniforms that also feature white pants with blue and red lining down either side on the left and the right. Truist Park looks like a 3/4 of the way full here tonight so far for the third game of this series. Braves keys to the game in a time of need and frequent flyer miles is what the TV is telling me. No idea what that means because I do not have the audio on. But we will get set to go here in a moment as the infielders and the outfielders now are all on the field and they are warming up for the start of this one. Martin Perez getting his final pitches in there. Let's take a look now at the Braves defense while we have a moment to start this game. The infield will be Austin Riley, Jim Jarvis, Ozzie Albies, and Matt Olson from left to right. Drake Baldwin behind the plate, and Martin Perez is on the bump. In the outfield, Mike Yastrzemski, Michael Harris, and Ronald Acuna from left to right in the outfield for Atlanta. That's where they line up behind Martin Perez today. Ronald Acuna, a couple of games back off the injured list, hit a home run in Thursday's game for the Braves, who have won the first 2 games of this series. As we are getting set to go, and we're going to take a quick time out here as we just wait for this game to get underway. We will be back with first pitch for Nationals and Braves here in a moment. And I thought they were going to take longer than they did. We are about to commence the wind, and the first pitch from Perez is a fastball that misses just off the plate, and we are underway here in Atlanta. First pitch, 7:18 local time at Truist Park, 4:18 Pacific. James Wood stands in to lead things off for the Nationals. Wind in the 1-0 offering, fastball off the plate again just outside, and it's 2-0. What up, Shirley? Seattle 4, Twins 3. I was watching the very end of that game before I went live. Welcome in, Shirley. 2-0 pitch from Perez hits the outside corner for a strike, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Wind and the 2-1 pitch. High pop-up on the infield. Riley on the left side. In foul ground on the third base edge. Onto the warning track just in front of the wall. He makes the catch. And a pop-out to start the day. 1 away here for the Braves. Sun is shining in Truist Park. Just beginning to set. Still a lot of sunshine coating the field. Martin Perez, 4 pitches to get the first out. Now in stands Chaparro, batting .228 on the season. The left-hander stands in. First pitch from Perez is a check swing, and he went around, says the first base umpire. It's 0-1. Little squib shot towards second. Charges his Albies in a glove flip to first base for out number 2. So Albies charges on a little slow roller, and he didn't even get it into his throwing hand. He just glove flips it over for the second out. And there's 2 away just like that here in the first inning. I know it's weird, but my school dropped Gmail. It's actually Eric. Oh my God, I'm going to struggle with that. Eric. But I'll try my best. Next pitch into the air, left center field. Harris and Yastrzemski converge. It'll be Yastrzemski to make a running catch. And the Nationals go 1-2-3 in the first. Good start for Martin Perez as we head to the bottom half With the Nationals nothing and the Braves coming to bat just underway here from Truist Park in Atlanta.
In the air, deep left center, the biggest of flies for the Big Bear. And a game that started on April 10th ends on April 11th, and the Braves win the series.
For the second time in his career, Marcell Ozuna with a walk-off homer.
My favorite kind of play in baseball.
He knew it right away. The last
Ooh,
time he did this,
what do you mean? Like defensive play or just any play?
Out at second base, and they're going to go ahead and put Austin Riley on here.
Because I feel like walk-off home run just takes it all, you know? Like there's nothing better than a walk-off home run.
Verdugo's going to come home, and the Big Bear is the big hero tonight.
Base open, I understand the intention to walk, but that is a tough guy to come in that situation to try and get out, and he made him pay.
Here we go again. Through the left side. Ozzy's coming home. And the Braves win it in 11. The rookie Baldwin delivers. A little Truist magic tonight for the Atlanta Braves. What a moment for the rookie. Now donning the double bubble cap.
My favorite defensive play?
Sliding home in Atlanta.
I feel like it's kind of generic, but home run robberies, nothing like a home run robbery. I am a sucker for infield, like diving plays in the infield. Those are really good. I was an infielder when I played baseball, so nothing better than an infield diving for a ball. Also, first baseman scooping low throws out of the dirt, just so satisfying to watch. But then just generic baseball play, walk-off home run. We are back at the ballpark. Miles Mikolas is on the bump here for the Nationals. In stands Drake Baldwin, and the wind of the first pitch. Fastball in the air, left field. Battling the sunshine out there, and just in front of the track, he makes the catch. The left fielder does. One pitch, one out to start the day for Baldwin and company. Nationals defense, Dylan Cruz, Jacob Young, and James Wood are the outfielders from left to right. House, Abrams, Nunez, and Garcia are the infielders from left to right. Keibert Ruiz doing the catching, and on the bump is Miles Mikolas. Just one pitch for Mikolas to get the first out. Now Ronald Acuna Jr. stands in. Wine in the first pitch to him. Misses off the plate. It's ball one. The scoreboard a little delayed here, and it's definitely user error. 1-0 pitch, high fly ball into center field, hit pretty well, going back out near the warning track, out near the wall, he jumps up and it's gone! Ronald Acuna Jr. to dead center field, and the Braves take a 1-0 lead. Ronald Acuna sends one to dead center field for the first runs of the ball game. And just a few pitches into the start for Mikolas, we've got ourselves the first run. And it was a dead center field shot for Ronald Acuna. Now Matt Olson stands in. And he's down 0-1. Next pitch driven down the right field line. This ball's tattooed, and that ball is gone. The Braves go back-to-back in the first. Acuna and Olson. We've got sirens all night tonight here in Atlanta. What a start for the Braves. 3 batters, 2 home runs, and it's 2-0 in the blink of an eye. And now Michael Harris stands in. Next pitch fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. So what a start for the Braves. Back-to-back home runs to start the day here at Truist. Next pitch to Harris. In the air to left field this time. Down the line, foul ground, and down for a foul ball. So Matt Olson absolutely drilled that ball. The right field got out in a hurry. A laser beam into the chop house. And the Braves go back to back. Michael Harris has got an 0-2 count against him here in the first now. 0-2 pitch. Harris checks his swing on a ball down. They appeal the third and they say he went around. It's a strikeout for out number 2 here in the first. Michael Harris goes down via the K. There's my Acuna total bases bet. There's going to probably be a lot of those tonight. Well, Harris just struck out, Scribs. And Eric, we're going to have the siren a-blaring here tonight. Already 2 home runs. Just a few batters in for the Braves. Miles Mikolas on the season. He's given up 25 home runs, which is 3rd in the major leagues. Ozzie Albies now stands in. First pitch, breaking ball into their check swing, and another appeal to third. They say he did not go, and it's 1-0. So 2 out, nobody aboard here for Ozzie Albies. Already a 2-0 lead here for the Braves. Next pitch, line drive, right center field. That's going to fall in for a base hit. Cut off in right field. Albies around first. He's got himself a 2-out base hit, and the 3rd hit already for the Braves against Miles Mikolas. Center cut fastball, 93 miles an hour. Little inside, but Albies got his hand around it. And he just serves it into right center field for another hit. 3rd of the game for the Braves here in the first inning. First that did not leave the playing field. And now there's a 2-out base runner here for Dom Smith, who's DHing today for Atlanta. Mikolas' first pitch is a sinker in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Mikolas from the stretch gets his sign. Lead off of first by Ozzie Albies. Mikolas comes set. And the 0-1 pitch on the way. Runner takes off, pitches outside. Throwing to second is not in time. Abrams didn't even catch the baseball. Albies, who slides in feet first. You don't see that a whole lot in 2026. A feet first slide by Ozzie Albies. He nabs second base. And the runner moves into scoring position here for the Braves. And that pitch was outside to Dom Smith as well. So it's a ball and a strike. And that was Ozzie Albies' 100th career stolen base. So he stands at second, 1-1 to Smith. Breaking ball hit in the ground to the right side. Second baseman goes down to his right knee to field it, and the throw to first is in time to retire the side, but not before the Braves strike for 2 runs in the first. Back-to-back home runs by Acuna and Olson, and the Braves are off and running in Atlanta, GA.
Started on April 10th, ends on April 11th, and the Braves win the series.
For the 2nd time in his career, Marcell Ozuna with a walk-off homer, a little floating slider in the middle. He knew it right away. The last time he did this, 2018.
Verdugo out at second base, and they're going to go ahead and put Austin Riley on here to start the bottom of the 10th.
That's going to make the Big Bear angry.
Liner, it's fair! Verdugo's going to come home, and the Big Bear is the big hero tonight.
Base open, I understand the intention to walk, but that is a tough guy to come in that situation to try and get out, and they made him pay.
Here we go again. Through the left side. Ozzie's coming home. And the Braves win it in 11. The rookie Baldwin delivers. A little Truist magic tonight for the Atlanta Braves. What a moment for the rookie. Now donning the double bubble cap. But it might as well be a crown. Ozzie sliding home in Atlanta. It ends the homestand on a high note. Payoff pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Here comes Eli White. And the cardiac.
Having some mic problems, Scribs. I apologize. It should be working now. Let me know if it's working. Andy's coming. I think my mic's working now. I was having some OBS issues for that. It's working. Perfect. Okay, well, I was calling the inning, but I don't think anybody could hear me because OBS wasn't transferring over. But good start for the Braves. Another 1-2-3 inning. 6 up, 6 down for the Nationals. So far to start this game, Martin Perez off to a good start. Under 20 pitches through the first 2 innings of work. And it's already 2-0 Braves as we head to the bottom of the second. See if the Braves can keep the bats going. Austin Riley will be the leadoff man for the Braves to start the inning. He is struggling. He's going 2 for 21 with 14 strikeouts over his past 6 games. He is one of the more streaky hitters in the Braves lineup over the past few seasons. He has been. So Austin Riley will lead things off for the Braves. 2 for 21, 14 strikeouts over his last 6 games. He's got to turn it around fast for the Braves. They need his bat because when he's on it, he's on it. But when he's not, he is not. Back at the ballpark, Braves come in 8 games ahead in the National League East. Riley stands in. First pitch is a slider that misses, and it is ball 1. Mikolas struggled in that first inning. He only threw 13 pitches. Next pitch, a high fly ball into center field. Going back again. This ball's deep to the track, just in front of the wall, and the ballpark holds it for a loud out number 1. Riley just missed it. And there's one away here in the second inning. Jacob Young is the center fielder out there who's been busy. One away here in the bottom of the second inning. Riley a flyout victim to start the inning. And now Mike Yastrzemski will stand in. The left fielder stands in the left-handed batter's box. Mikolas from the wind kicks and deals. First pitch, swinging a high pop-up behind third. Long run. This might fall in. It will overrunning and down for a hit. So it went all the way back about halfway into left field. The shortstop went all the way out to try to make the catch over his head. He overran it. It falls, and Yastrzemski gets to second base on that. So it was a little pop-up behind third. No chance for the third baseman to get it. Abrams, the shortstop, went all the way back in shallow left. I don't know where Cruz, the left fielder, was, but he had no chance to get it. Abrams was the closest guy to it. He tried to look over his head, couldn't make the play. Runner on second base to start the inning. And now Jim Jarvis. First pitch to him, breaking ball misses down, and it's ball 1. So everything going the Braves' way offensively to start this game. Jim Jarvis, the rookie, .274 batting average since getting called up, and he's driven in 10 RBIs, including 2 in yesterday's game. Outside ball 2-0. So a runner on second base here with 1 out for the Braves, looking to add on to their lead. Two balls and no strikes. Mikolas from the stretch comes set. And the 2-0 pitch on the way. Fastball hit in the air the other way to left field. Cruz ranges over towards the line. He will get there to make the catch. Yastrzemski will stay at second base, and there's 2-1. So Jarvis tried to go oppo. Routine fly ball into left field, and that'll make way to the top of the order again here for the Braves. Drake Baldwin. He ranks second in average amongst catchers across the majors. OPS, he's third. Home runs, he's fourth. And runs, he is second. Mikolas from the stretch comes set. Looks back at second once, and the first pitch to Baldwin. Breaking ball falls in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Mikolas at 20 pitches comes set, and the 0-1 breaking ball misses away, and it's ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Drake Baldwin here. Runner on second with 2 out in the second. Bottom of the second inning here in a 2-0 Braves lead. Mikolas comes set. And the 1-1 pitch on the way. Baldwin goes down and fouls off a slider. That was at the bottom of the strike zone, and it's 1-2 now. Miles Mikolas has a 12% strikeout rate in 102 innings pitched. 52 strikeouts in 102 innings pitched for a 12% strikeout rate, which is the lowest in the major leagues. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swinging a line shot in between third and short for a base hit. Around third comes Yastrzemski. He will come in to score. And Drake Baldwin stops at first. It's an RBI single, and it's 3-0 Atlanta. What a start for the Braves. They had the infield shifted over a little bit. Abrams was playing more up the middle, and Baldwin finds the vacated hole. Would have been right where a straightaway shortstop would have been playing, but to no avail, and it's a base hit and an RBI for Baldwin. Now stands in Acuna, who fouls off the first pitch slider out of play, and it's 0-1. So a 3-0 start for the Braves. What a start to this game for Atlanta. Acuna hit a home run to dead center field back in the first. Mikolas set. And the 0-1 pitch, Acuna flails and misses at a slider, and it's 0-2 quickly. Acuna stands back in. Mikolas from the stretch comes set. And the 0-2 pitch on the way, slider misses outside. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Ronald Acuna. Baldwin gets his lead off of first. Acuna ready. Mikolas from the stretch comes set. And the 1-2 pitch is hit on the ground to short. Abrams will throw to second to retire the side. And the inning comes to a close. A fielder's choice for Ronald Acuna ends the inning, but the Braves tack on another run. As we head to the third inning here in Atlanta, it's 3-0 Braves. What up, Trey? You savage! Welcome in, my friend. It's already a 3-0 lead for the Bravos. Here in Atlanta, back-to-back home runs. For those of you just joining us, back-to-back home runs in the first inning by Acuna and Matt Olson to give the Braves a 2-0 lead. And then moments ago here in the second, Drake Baldwin with the RBI single to score. Mike Yastrzemski makes it 3-0 Braves already against the Nationals against Miles Mikolas. New Braves scoreboard, yes sir. Braves are wearing their City Connect uniforms today. The baby blue tops, including the hat. White pants with the blue and red lining down either side of the pant legs. Nationals will send Nasim Nunez, Luis Garcia, and Keibert Ruiz to the plate in the third inning, the 7, 8, and 9 hitters. Plus, I was listening to the game on the radio. Hell yeah. We are back in the ballpark. Martin Perez has retired the first 6 batters he's faced. Nunez, Garcia, and Ruiz due up here in the inning for the Nationals. Already a 3-0 lead for Martin Perez to work with as well. Good start for the Braves offensively. And Perez looking for another quick inning here against Washington. In stands Nunez, the wind and the first pitch. Fastball inside corner for a strike. And it's 0-1 to start the inning. Not a shock that we are winning. Will I watch? On the ground to short, Jarvis to his left with a bobble, and he can't make the play. Jim Jarvis, the rookie, can't field the ground ball. He bobbles it, and that's going to go as an E6. And Washington has the leadoff man aboard. First base runner reaches on an error in this game. Whoops. So a runner on first. Here is Garcia. First pitch sinker, swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. So Jim Jarvis with a bobble results in the first base runner for the Nationals. Error on the rookie. Perez from the stretch for the first time comes set. And the 0-1 pitch, swinging a chopper foul down the first base side, and it's 0-2 quickly. 20 pitches here in the third inning for Perez. He has been getting quick outs in this game. Luis Garcia batting .283 on the season. 23 homers, 76 RBIs. Calls time before this next pitch. Now he stands back in. Perez from the stretch comes set. And the 0-2 pitch on the way. Fastball, swing, and a miss. Another strikeout for Martin Perez. One away here in the third inning. Just swung right over the top of it. That was actually a sinker, and it dropped a little bit. Beautiful pitch from Perez for the first out. Runner remains at first, and now in stands the 9-hole hitter for the Nationals, Keibert Ruiz. Perez comes set, and the first pitch misses inside on a cutter. It's 1-0. Ruiz batting .263 on the season. He's got 7 home runs, 36 RBIs for the Nationals. Right-handed hitter. Runner gets his lead off of first. The pitch from Perez misses outside, and it's ball 2-0. Change up that time at 80 miles an hour from Perez. Ruiz stands back in. Lead off of first. Perez comes set. And the 2-0 pitch on the way. Little chopper towards short. Jarvis charges, makes the play, flips to second for one. And Olby's wraparound is in time. A double play. He made up for it, did Jim Jarvis. He had an error to start the inning, and he erases it with a 6-4-3 double play. And the Braves get out of the inning. Good start for Martin Perez. We head to the bottom of the third. Still 3-0. Atlanta Braves on top.
In there! Deep left center! The biggest of flies for the Big Bear! And a game that started on April 10th ends on April 11th, and the Braves win the series!
For the second time in his career, Marcell Ozuna with a walk-off homer, a little floating slider in the middle. He knew it right away. The last time he did this, 2018.
Verdugo out at second base, and they're going to go ahead and put Austin Riley on here to start the bottom of the 10th.
That's going to make the Big Bear angry.
Liner, it's fair! Verdugo's going to come home, and the Big Bear is the big hero tonight!
Base open, I understand the intention to walk, but that is a tough guy to come in that situation to try and get out, and he made him pay.
Here we go again. Through the left side! Ozzy's coming home! And the Braves win it in 11! The rookie Baldwin delivers! A little Truist magic tonight for the Atlanta Braves! What a moment for the rookie. Now donning the double bubble cap, but it might as well be a crown. Ozzy sliding home in Atlanta. It ends the homestand on a high note. Payoff pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Here comes Eli White. And the Cardiac Kids find a way. Alex Verdugo is the hero. He gets to wear the new crown, the double bubble hat.
We are back in the ballpark here for the bottom of the third inning. Brian Snitker is in the house, former Braves manager, World Series champ back in 2021. Braves have 3 runs on 5 hits. In stands Matt Olson to lead things off in the third against Mikolas. First pitch misses down on a slider. It's ball 1. Matt Olson was the second of back-to-back home runs back in the first inning between him and Acuna. He stands in. 3-4-5 hitters due up here for the Braves. Mikolas from the wind kicks and fires the 1-0. Another slider misses outside, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Trying to get that game cast working again. It's been struggling to keep up. here in this game. 2-0 pitch to Olsen, hit on the ground to short, into the 6-hole. Coming over is the third baseman to make the play. Throw to first is in time. And Matt Olsen is a ground out victim to start the inning, 1-away. So Olsen now moves to 1-for-2 in the ball game. And Michael Harris, the center fielder, will be the next hitter. He's 0-for-1 in the ball game, is Harris. Struck out his first time. Mikolas sitting at 30 pitches here in the third inning. Pitch count not a problem, but the Braves are ambushing. The wind and the first pitch to Harris. Breaking ball misses just outside, and we're going to get our first ABS challenge of the night, as they will check the video monitor here on an ABS. Originally called a ball, and it did clip the strike zone, says ABS. So it is 0-1 the count to Michael Harris. So Harris stands back in. Mikolas from the wind kicks and fires an 0-1. Swing and a miss on a ball down on a changeup that dropped out of sight. Good pitch, and it's 0-2 quickly. Now Harris looks to protect the plate. Down 0-2 in the count. He struck out his first time. Harris calls time before the next pitch. Now stands back in. Mikolas from the wind gets his sign. And the 0-2 pitch on the way misses down. Another changeup. And it's 1-2 this time to Michael Harris. Mikolas back toe to rubber. Harris stands in, awaits a 1-2. Here she comes. Misses outside. Fastball. Misses off the plate, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes to Michael Harris. 93 miles an hour on that fastball from Mikolas, who stands back on the rubber. 2 balls and 2 strikes, the wind and the pitch. Chop foul off to the left, third base side, and they'll do it at 2-2. That was a curveball that almost hit the top of the dirt, and Harris made contact with it. Michael Harris has 72 100-mile-an-hour plus batted balls since June 1st. Matt Olsen leads the league at 74, and Michael Harris is at 72. The top 2 guys on that list are Matt Olsen and Michael Harris from the Braves. Here's the 2-2. Misses inside on a slider, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes to Michael Harris. Harris stands back in, awaits a full count offering. Mikolas winds, and the 3-2 pitch on the way, hit on the ground to short. Play will be made out there in the 6-hole, and the throw to first is in time. Back-to-back groundouts in pretty much the same spot for the Braves with Olsen and Harris. And there's 2 away here in the third inning. Scribbs, Harris 0-for-2. That baseline not looking too hot right now. Now the last hope in the third inning for the Braves will be the second baseman, Ozzie Albies, who had a base hit his first time. He stands in. 2 out, nobody aboard. Mikolas from the wind kicks and fires. First pitch slider fouled out of play, and it is 0-1. Mikolas back on the bump. Olby stands in. Here's the 0-1. Little breaking ball, slow roller towards second. Could be a tough play. Charging and an off-balance throw gets Olbies by half a step. Good play out there at second base. And the side is retired. And for the first time in this game, the Braves go 1-2-3 as we head to the fourth inning. Braves 3, Washington nothing. Get some score updates around the league. I imagine quite a few games are now underway. We have one final so far here today, and it came from the Emerald City in Seattle. The Mariners win 4-3 over the Twins. They walked it off with Cal Raleigh looking like he's the one that walked it off for the Mariners. So the Mariners get a win on what looked like a walk-off fielder's choice by Cal Raleigh. Just underway from Cincinnati, the Pirates and the Reds. It's 3-0 Pirates. In Baltimore, the Orioles and the Phillies scoreless in the top of the fourth inning. From Houston, Sinbin, Mr. Sinbin calling that game. 1-0 lead for the Astros in the top of the third inning. From Cleveland, it's 2-0 Guardians over the Diamondbacks in the second inning. And from Chicago, the Cubs have a 1-0 lead over the Yankees. About to get underway in Colorado, the Rockies and the Royals about to start. And then coming up within the next hour or so, it is the San Diego Padres and the San Francisco Giants from San Diego. And then a little bit later tonight, we have 3 West Coast games that are getting underway. One at 6:10 Pacific, the Dodgers and the Red Sox. Then the Angels will host the Brewers at 6:38 Pacific. And the Athletics and the Tigers will play in Sacramento at 6:40 Pacific time. And we do actually have a few final scores to that game. I saw the Mariners 4-3. We also have 5-1 Jays win it. The Blue Jays over the Cardinals. 1-0 the Rays beat the White Sox in Tampa. And then the Marlins just beat the Mets 6-2. And just like that, we're back at the ballpark. Martin Perez winds, and the first pitch is a fastball that misses outside. It's ball 1. Top of the 4th inning, 3-0 Atlanta. Top of the order here for the Nationals. Next pitch fouled down the right side past Olsen at first base, and it's 1-1. James Wood stands back in. The wind and the 1-1. Line drive towards second, and Albies sprawls out to make the catch. On a line drive, L4 in the books. And good awareness by Ozzie Albies for the first out of this 4th inning. Barreled it up, just hit it pretty much right at Albies. He had to kind of sprawl out to get it. But it's just a web gem at second base for Ozzie Albies. James Wood robbed of a hit. And there's one away here in the 4th. The wind and the first pitch to Chaparro. Breaking ball stays high. And it's ball 1. Chaparro 0 for 1 in the ball game. So far, Perez, 24 total pitches to start the 4th inning, which is fantastic. Downstairs, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Chaparro. Nationals have only had 1 base runner in this game, and it immediately got retracted by a double play. And the only base runner was because of an error by Jim Jarvis at shortstop. Next pitch, sinker, misses downstairs. And it's 3-0 to Chaparro. Grounded out back in the first did Chaparro. He stands back in. Perez from the wind kicks and fires. High fly ball hammered down the left field line, heading towards the pole. This ball is back, and it is foul. It would have been a home run if it was fair, but it is foul. And a long foul ball makes it 3 balls and a strike. He had the green light on 3-0. And he nearly hit it out of here, but it goes foul. So 3 balls and a strike. Chaparro has to go grab his bat after he was on the move. Just missed a home run by a matter of feet. And he has to stand back in with the count 3 balls and a strike. Perez back on the bump. From the wind, kicks and deals. And it misses down, ball 4. So the first base runner that was not on an error for the Nationals comes on a walk with 1 out here in the 4th. What up, Fitzy? How's it going, my friend? Fitzy's got Red Sox Dodgers later, I believe. Here in about an hour and a half or so. So 1 away, 1 aboard. And Perez's first pitch to the next batter misses down on a changeup. It's ball 1. Standing in now is Dylan Cruz, who is 0 for 1 in the ball game. He lined out back in the first inning. He's batting .227 on the season. 9 homers, 24 RBIs for the Nationals left fielder. Perez sets, and the 1-0 pitch hit on the ground left side. Riley reaches over to make the snare, throw to second for 1, on to first. It gets away from Olsen, and it trickles back in front of the dugout. Olsen couldn't make the catch. As they tried to go around the horn for a double play, they do get the out at second base on a 5-4 fielder's choice, and then the relay from Albies gets away. I don't know if that throw was all that bad either. They're showing the replay right now. Olsen just stretched out too far, and he had his glove in the wrong spot. So the runner is at first base. Unless that one went out of play, it did not. So The runner will stay at first. There's 2 away here in the 4th inning on a fielder's choice. And now C.J. Abrams, the hitter. Perez, first pitch to him. Changeup misses down, ball 1. Good so far, just finishing up some final things for the Red Sox game tonight. Yes, sir. Abrams stands back in. Perez set. Runner is at second base. The Braves their broadcast took forever to say that he is at second base, so that throw did go out of play. So the runner is at second base. Pitch misses, or excuse me, it's in there for a strike, 1-1. Braves broadcast not keeping up. Perez set. And the 1-1 pitch on the way. Fastball hit towards short. Good. Oh, it's bobbled again by Jarvis. Trying to recover. Throw to first is not in time. Runner moves up to third and Dylan Cruz. Abrams safe at first, and Jim Jarvis, who had an error in the last inning on a routine ground ball. That one was a little tougher, but he bobbles it again, and the runners are at the corners. So now in stands Brady House. Runners at the corners. First pitch, changeup, swing and a miss down below the strike zone, and it's 0-1. So some trouble on the bases here for the Braves. Martin Perez not getting much help from his defense either. Perez from the stretch comes set. Runners get their leads on either corner, and the 0-1 pitch misses down. Another changeup in the dirt, and it's 1-1. So Perez, whose pitch count was very good coming into this inning, now has 15 total pitches in this frame, and he's up to 39 with this next one being 40. Perez from the stretch comes set. And the 1-1 pitch to House is a swing and a miss on a changeup outside, and we'll take that. 1 ball and 2 strikes now, as Perez looks to get out of the 2-out jam that the Nationals have put in front of him. Trying to see if they called Jarvis on an error on that one. It was definitely a tougher play. As that one changeup misses, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. They did charge Jarvis with another error. The Braves already have 3 errors in this game, and 2 of them belong to Jim Jarvis. Baldwin calls time and comes out in front of home plate, makes some signs. Some hand signals out to the other infielders. Now he's back in the squat behind the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs, 2 on, and the deuces are wild. Perez set. The 2-2 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. He got him with the outside changeup, and the side is retired. The Nationals strand runners at the corners. And we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. The Braves maintain a 3-0 lead.
Alex Verdugo is the hero. He gets to wear the new crown, the double bubble hat, and the Braves Frenchie find a way 4-3.
Look at that fastball. It's not pretty always, but a win's a win.
And maybe something like this can galvanize the team a little bit. Gets them back to within 500. Braves were down 4-1 going to the bottom of the 8th. Ozuna tied it. Now a chance to win it. And that's going to do it. Riley to deep center. It's caught, but it will not matter. Williams comes home, and the Braves walk off the Mets. This could be the type of ball game that turns things in the right direction.
Man, you talked about it, Glad. You got to see that ball up in that situation. Great job by Austin. You don't want to get too deep in a count, knowing all you need is a fly ball.
So the Braves are going to send Dom Smith, Austin Riley, and Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning, the Braves still have a 3-0 lead, and despite the traffic on the bases for the Nationals, it's been self-inflicted wounds by the Braves. Martin Perez is actually pitching a gem. The Braves already have 3 errors in this game, and the Nationals still don't have a hit either. The Braves are out hitting the Nationals 5-0 in a 3-0 game. They scored 2 runs in the first, did the Braves, on back-to-back home runs by Acuna and Olsen. And then they scored 1 run in the second inning on an RBI single by Drake Baldwin. So the 1, 2, 3 hitters all have RBIs in this game. 3-0 Braves as we get set to start the bottom of the 4th. Dom Smith will be the hitter to lead things off in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch to him is swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Foul tip into the glove, rather. Next pitch, changeup, swing and a miss by Baldwin, and it's quickly 0-2 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Last year for Baldwin, he hit .284 in 225 plate appearances. He was the National League Rookie of the Year for for Dom Smith. I am totally confused. We're talking about Dom Smith. I was confused for a moment. Smith is at the plate, 0-2 pitch in the dirt. Got to get my thoughts straight here. No, still in play, Mr. Scribbs. Yes, sir. I am all over the place. Part of it's because they're doing an interview right now, and they have the screen split, so I can't see what's happening. Next pitch, 1-2, called, strike 3, inside corner. Smith immediately goes up and taps the helmet for a challenge, so we'll see what ABS has to say. And it says it missed inside, so a good challenge by Smith. He avoids a strikeout, and the count moves to 2-2 by 0.1 of an inch, according to ABS. Andy was getting himself confused. Yeah, I'm confused a lot. So the count moves to 2-2 to Dom Smith, and the next pitch misses outside on a sinker at 93 miles an hour, and it is full count at 3-2 for Dom Smith leading things off. Well, part of it is because they keep cutting away because they're interviewing some random Braves fan right now for some reason. Here's the 3-2. High drive into right field. This ball's crushed, headed towards the chop house, and it's gone! Dom Smith hits it out! Third home run already for the Braves. And Dom Smith hits home run number 8 on the season. 4-0 Atlanta. So already 3 home runs in the game for the Braves. Austin Riley will now stand in. He takes a sweeper downstairs, and it's 0-1. And the Braves are mashing. Bombs away in Atlanta, GA. Here for Atlanta, 4-0. Nicholas winds and the 1-0 to Riley, swinging a fly ball down the right field line and out of play. It's 0-2. So Miles Mikolas struggling here against this Braves lineup, and Dom Smith joins the home run party. Mikolas from the wind, and the 1-1 pitch. Smith takes downstairs. Riley does, and it's 2-1. Hitters count the 2-1. Hit on the ground to short. Play will be made by Abrams. Throw to first is in time, and there's one away. And the fan that they're interviewing, I mentioned that they're interviewing a fan. That home run actually hit Paul Bird, who was interviewing it, and he caught the ball while he was interviewing this fan on that home run by Smith. That's unbelievable. So I take back everything that I just said talking crap about them interviewing a fan mid-game. They caught the home run ball mid-interview. That's unbelievable. Wow. I'm all kinds of distracted now. Here's Mike Yastrzemski. 1-0 pitch line over second and a leaping catch. My goodness. Nasim Nunez robs Yastrzemski of a hit on a beautiful catch. And there's 2 away. What up, CH? Welcome in. How's it going? There is so much happening on the Braves broadcast right now. I'm struggling to keep up. So the interviewer catches a home run as Jarvis stands in and fouls off the first pitch. It's 0-1. And now Nasim Nunez is leaping up in the air to make catches. This is unbelievable. What a game we have been treated to so far. Already 4-0. Jarvis takes off the plate, and it's ball 1-1. Already 3 home runs for the Braves. Nicholas from the wind kicks and fires the 1-1. Breaking ball misses outside, and it's 2 balls and a strike. I Am All Right might hang out with Liam tonight. I am thinking I definitely want to interview him on my channel. Hell yeah. Hitters count now to Jarvis. The wind and the 2-1 pitch on the way misses down on a slider, and it's 3 balls and a strike. Jarvis 0 for 1, flew out back in the second. Stands in the 3-1, fastball right down the middle, fouled out of play. And it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody aboard, but a run home in the inning for the Braves on the Dom Smith home run. Jarvis stands back in, awaits a 3-2. Nicholas from the wind kicks and deals. Fastball hit back towards the middle and off the lip of the grass, and it kind of does a hop, skip, and a jump into center field for a base hit for Jim Jarvis, and the inning will continue. Just hit it right back up the middle, and then it hit the lip of the grass and just skipped into center field for a base knock for Jarvis. Off the mound and off the lip of the grass in 1 hit. And the bounces are going the Braves' way. Jim Jarvis with the base hit. Plus, he entertains my Hermione nonsense. Now Drake Baldwin back to the top of the order we go. Fastball in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. So runner on first is Jarvis with 2 out here in the 4th inning. Dom Smith, former Red Sox first baseman and reliever. Fun fact, had his ERA of 0 for the Sox. Jarvis gets his lead off of first. Leaning a little bit, and they throw a pickoff move towards him. He dives back in safely. So Nicholas getting beat up here through the first 4 innings. He's already given up 3 long balls to these Braves. From the stretch comes set. Baldwin awaits a 0-1 pitch. Here she comes. Swing and a miss on a fastball, and it's 0-2. Baldwin stands back in, looking to protect the plate. Nicholas comes set. Jarvis off of first, and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a foul ball out of play. They'll do it again. The Natties are looking pretty cooked. Yes, they are. It started, for those of you just joining us who maybe didn't see earlier, it started with back-to-back home runs for the Braves in the first from Acuna and Olsen. Nicholas comes set. Pickoff move towards Jarvis again, and they got him picked off. Now he's in a rundown in between first and second, going back and forth, trying to avoid the tag. He avoided it, but they say he's out of the baseline. And Jim Jarvis is making some rookie mistakes in this game. He has 2 errors in the field, and now he gets picked off of first base to retire the side. We head to the 5th. 4-0 Braves. They out on another one. Dom Smith with a home run. So for those of you just joining us, the Braves scored 2 runs in the first on back-to-back home runs by Acuna and Olsen. They scored another run in the second inning on an RBI single by Drake Baldwin. And then most recently here in the 4th, they scored a run on a Dom Smith solo home run into the chop house. 3 errors already defensively for the Braves, 2 of them to Jim Jarvis, and now he's gotten picked off as well, making some rookie mistakes for the Braves. Braves are out hitting the Nationals 7-0. The Nationals have had some traffic on the bases. We mentioned the errors, but no hits to show for him so far. I would like to have Dom on the team. Where'd that go? I'd like to have Dom on the team now to give Contreras a day off every now and then. Liam talked about a comic if he had it his way, the Dodgers would be the villains. I told him he could have Rafi in it. Rafi just sleeps until someone opens a Big Mac. Then Rafi goes on full berserker. I can't read, I'm sorry. Berserker mode and destroys everyone. Speaking of any mac and cheese, Andy. No mac and cheese. I did have a burger earlier, though. Actually, it wasn't a burger. It was a chicken sandwich. I apologize. As we are back at the ballpark, Martin Perez's first pitch to Young hits the inside corner in a cutter, and it's 0-1. Jacob Young 0 for 1 in the ball game, grounded out back in the second inning. And the next pitch from Perez, fastball misses just off the plate, and it's ball 1, 1-1. This tracker on MLB.com is struggling to keep up today. Here's the 1-1. Fastball hit on the ground to third. Riley cuts it off and sets his feet and fires a strike to first base. And that is out number 1 here in the 5th. So 1 away, Perez sitting at 45 pitches here with 1 out in the 5th. Pitch count not a problem. And the first pitch, Nunez on the ground to short now. Jarvis makes that play cleanly and throws a strike to first, 2 away. Quickly 2 out here in the 5th inning, and Martin Perez is absolutely dealing. For those of you, we didn't mention it when we were kind of recapping the game a minute ago, but for those of you who joined late, Martin Perez, the starting pitcher today for the Braves, was not even supposed to start in this game. It was supposed to be Reynaldo Lopez, and he got scratched about 20 minutes before first pitch, as the next pitch here to Garcia is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. He got scratched about 20 minutes before first pitch, and Martin Perez, who was originally supposed to start tomorrow, had to quickly warm up and start this game, and he is cruising through 4 2/3 innings to this point. Next pitch, fastball misses, and it's 1-1. MLB tracker freezes a lot too. Yeah, this one today is struggling to keep up for me. I'd rather have them trade him to some random team in the NL. Swing and a miss by Garcia. And it's 1-2, and now Perez all of a sudden is a strike away from getting out of the 5th inning very quickly. Yankees fans will put up a banner if they get Devers. On the ground to the right side, Olby's over to his left, makes a good four-handed play and throws a strike to first base to retire the side. 3 quick ground outs for Martin Perez, and we are already through 4.5 in Atlanta. 4-0 Braves here against Washington, and Martin Perez is through 5 no-hit innings. Rafi's pull pop-ups would drift out for home runs at Yankee Stadium. Oh my God, could you imagine how many home runs Rafael Devers would hit at Yankee Stadium? At the local McDonald's. This MLB tracker, man, it is not keeping up. Braves will have the top of their order due up here, though, in the 5th inning. It'll be Baldwin, Acuna, and Olsen. Baldwin 1 for 2 with an RBI, Acuna 1 for 2 with a home run, and Matt Olsen 1 for 2 with a home run. This is why we must get through the Deathly Hallows to stop the Wankies. Dalton Rushing was right, but Freddie is also right. It will be dangerous. Incredible insight by Frederick. I'm 2 for 14 so far with my parlay. Hell yeah, we got to get Michael Harris going for you, Scribs. Scribs has got a 14-line parlay for total bases, I believe, across the majors. As Drake Baldwin stands in, Nicholas remains out there. Breaking ball fouled off of Keibert Ruiz, the catcher. Home plate umpire will come out and give him a moment. It's 0-1 to Baldwin. Freddie Freeman, the ultimate baseball professional. Baldwin 1 for 2, as we mentioned. RBI single back in the second. The 0-1 is a breaking ball hit down the left side and out of play. It's 0-2. And now we have cut to the broadcasters talking in the broadcast booth. I have no idea what's happening on the field. Nicholas winds the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Drop third strike, kind of kicks away for a moment. But Ruiz will recover and throw him out at first base. So one away here in the fifth. Baldwin a strikeout victim. $2 to win $10,000 for Scribs on a 14-line parlay and total bases. And one of his parlays apparently is Michael Harris total bases. And Harris is 0 for 2 so far here tonight. They're back into the broadcast booth talking. In stands Acuna. Now they come set as Mikolas is in his wind. And the first pitch is a sweeper that misses off the plate. Ball 1-1-0 to Ronald Acuna Jr., who had a home run back in the first inning to dead center field. He's been off and on of the injured list all season long. And Acuna gets a fastball and fouls it out of play. 1-1 the count. Acuna stands back in, awaits a 1-1. Mikolas from the wind. Kicks and fires. Inside, Acuna had to kind of bend out of danger there, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Fastball misses in. Now Acuna ahead in the count. It's a hitter's count at 2-1. The wind and the pitch. Breaking ball stays high on a slider. Challenge coming for Ruiz, and I think he's going to lose this one. They called it a ball. It was up above the strike zone, and Ruiz challenges it and loses it. So the count remains 3-1. A failed challenge by the Nationals, so they have 1 remaining as they lose their first challenge of the game. Now Acuna in the driver's seat, 3 balls and a strike. He stands back in. Mikolas gets his sign. And the 3-1 pitch on the way, swinging a foul ball off the end of the bat. That might have gotten a piece of Ruiz again, and the home plate umpire will walk out to give him a second once more. I'm just warming up for hockey betting. I'm pretty sure on hockey. Hell yeah. I haven't sports bet in a while. I used to do it quite a bit. Then I started losing. Acuna stands back in. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Mikolas winds and deals. Breaking ball fouled down the left side. They'll do it again. Another 3-2 pitch on the way. Good battle here from Acuna. The wind and another 3-2 misses down and away. Ball 4, and Acuna works a walk with 1 out here in the 5th. And that was on pitch number 70 of the ball game for Mikolas. So now that'll bring in Matt Olson with a runner on first. Matt Olson leads the major leagues in extra base hits with 57. He's actually tied at the top with James Wood, who, funny enough, is on the other side defensively. First pitch to Olson, sinker in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Olson 1 for 2 in the ball game. He hit that home run back to back with Acuna in the first. Olson stands in. Mikolas from the stretch, and the 0-1 pitch on the way, swinging a foul ball out of play, and it's 0-2. Acuna off of first. Olsen has 30 home runs already this season now. The last 2 seasons, he's hit 29 in each of them, so he's already higher in home run total. Next pitch in the dirt. Good stop in front of the plate by Ruiz. Acuna stays put at first base, and it's a ball and 2 strikes to Matt Olson. Chum's Blue Jays broke the Natties. Pretty sure the Natties broke the Natties. But Chum helped. Mikolas comes set. And the 1-2 pitch on the way misses outside on a changeup. 2-2 to Matt Olson now. "74 pitches now for Mikolas. A little bit of time in between pitches here. Olsen stands back in. Mikolas from the stretch gets his sign, comes set. And the 2-2 pitch on the way. Breaking ball hit high in the air on the infield. It'll stay in the infield on a pop-up, and the catch will be made by Nasim Nunez, the second baseman, on the right side of the infield. 2 away. Acuna has to stay put at first. And Matt Olson, a pop-out victim for the second out of the 5th. That'll make way to Scribbs' guy, Michael Harris. Scribbs has got the total bases. Bet on Michael Harris, who's 0 for 2 in this ball game. He stands in. Runner on first with 2 out. First pitch. Breaking ball hit on the ground right side and just fouled down the first base line. It's 0-1 to Michael Harris. Hi again. Who's ready for another story? I haven't seen Sean much today. I wonder if he's in Sinbin's right now. He wasn't in Sinbin's chat earlier for Sinbin's first game of the day. Mikolas set the 0-1. Hit on the ground to second base. Nunez on the backhand makes a play. Off balance. Throw to first is in time. Fine play at second base to retire the side. Harris is now 0 for 3. I'm sorry, Scribbs. And the Braves strand a base runner. At the end of 5, it's 4-0 Atlanta. And it's been a couple innings since we've done a score update, so let's get one here across the majors. We mentioned the finals in this game. The Mariners beat the Twins 4-3 on a Cal Raleigh walk-off fielder's choice. Earlier today, as seen on Sinbin's channel, 5-1, the Blue Jays beat the Cardinals in Toronto. The Tampa Bay Rays beat the White Sox 1-0, and the Marlins beat the Mets 6-2. Live games going on right now. It's actually a delay in Cincinnati. 4-1 the score in the bottom of the 6th inning between the Pirates and the Reds. It's delayed in the 6th inning, I'm assuming for weather. End of 5 in Baltimore between the Phillies and the Orioles. The Phillies have a 1-0 lead. Bottom 4 in Houston. Sinbin calling that game over on his channel right now. The Rangers and the Astros tied at 3 in the bottom of the 4th. The Cleveland Guardians have a 2-0 lead over the Diamondbacks in the top of the 4th inning. The Cubs and the Yankees are tied at 1 apiece, top 5 from Chicago. And the Rockies and the Royals are underway, just underway, end of 1, no score from Colorado. A little bit later tonight, here in about 10 minutes, the Padres will host the Giants. And then later, seeing on Fitzy's channel, the Red Sox and the Dodgers. The Brewers and the Angels will play in Anaheim, and the Tigers and the A's will play in Sacramento. And that has been the score update to this point across the majors here on this Saturday. Welcome to the month of August, everybody. And that takes us right into the start of this next inning. Martin Perez, 5 innings pitched, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. 50 pitches to start the 6th inning, which is absolutely dominant. Keibert Ruiz will be the leadoff man. The wind of the first pitch to him. High fly ball, left field, shallow. Jarvis going back. In comes Yastrzemski. It'll be Jarvis, the shortstop, to make the catch, and there's 1 away. A lot of quick outs for Martin Perez in this game. And just 1 pitch to get the first out of the 6th inning here. So now we'll in-stand the next national hitter. First pitch downstairs, it's ball 1. James Wood. Wide, and the next pitch misses, and it is 2 balls and no strikes. Braves are showing Wiley Ballard is in the radio booth for the Braves today. If you don't know who Wiley Ballard is, as the 2-0 pitch to Wood misses down and it's 3 balls and no strikes. If you don't know who Wiley Ballard is, look him up. He is the normal sideline reporter, one of the sideline reporters that the Braves have. Wiley Ballard is, as the 3-0 pitch is on the way, and it is in there for a strike. This is just the second 3-ball count on Martin Perez today, by the way. He's a normal sideline reporter for the Braves, and I can't remember if it was last season or the season before. Next pitch, outside corner for a strike, and it's back to full 3-2. But he was interviewing a Braves fan in Toronto, and he ended up getting her number while live on TV in the middle of an interview. It was the best thing I've ever seen. 3-2 pitch on the way. Strike! 3 called, outside corner, no challenge. It painted it. And Martin Perez comes back from down 3-0 in the count to getting the strikeout, and there's 2 away here in the 6th inning. I think that would have been a strike too, even if he did challenge it. So now 2 away here in the 6th. Next pitch misses downstairs. It's ball 1. Chaparro at the dish. 2-hole hitter for the Nationals is 0 for 1 in the ball game. He walked back in the 4th. 1 ball, no strikes. Perez kicks and fires. Little tapper towards third. Gonna be a tough play. Perez is gonna come off the mound. Up balance throw! Throw to first is in time. What a play by Martin Perez! On a swinging bunt down the third base line, he comes off the mound to make the play and fires an absolute strike, falling away from the play. Beautiful. And he is through 6 no-hit innings here against the Nationals. How about it? He is not Vince Scully. He is not Vince Scully. Braves will send Ozzie Albies, Dom Smith, and Austin Riley to the plate in the bottom of the 6th inning. And a lot more eyes are becoming glued to this game with Martin Perez on the bump. We are back at the ballpark as they're showing us a little tour of what looks like the Braves production rooms. Behind the scenes television as they all start waving to me. I'm going to wave back at them. Hello, everybody. Miles Mikolas is still on the bump for the Nationals. He's struggled in this game. Ozzie Albies will stand in, and he takes a first pitch changeup off the plate. Bottom of the 6th is underway. Albies ahead, 1 ball and no strikes. Now they're showing the camera crew, good on the Braves television network to shout out their behind-the-scenes guys. Next pitch, breaking ball, popped up straight up on the infield, just behind the mound. C.J. Abrams, the shortstop, will make the catch, and there is 1 away here in the 6th inning. Albies a pop-out victo. Hi again, Fizzy, you got Root Bear Pizza Bites. Here's Dom Smith, who said hello to the Chop House and said hello to Paul Bird, the interviewer, interviewing a fan, and Paul Bird caught his home run ball, which was absurd. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Check swing for a tip into the glove for a strike, and it's 1-1. Nobody on, 1 out. We're in the 6th. 4-0 Braves here against the Nationals. Game 3 of a 4-game set. The wind and the 1-1. Breaking ball fouled out of play. And it's 1-2. Smith calls time before the next pitch. Now stands back in. Mikolas from the wind, waiting to get his signal. Now he does. There he goes. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Inside corner. Strike 3. Smith is going to challenge it, and he's going to lose it. That's going to be a strikeout on the inside corner. And ABS just confirmed it. So strike 3, the call on Dom Smith. 2 out here in the 6th. 2 up, 2 down so far here for the Braves in the inning. And that'll make way to Austin Riley in the 7-hole here for the Braves. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game. Riley has been one of the streakiest hitters I've ever seen for the Braves. First pitch, fastball at the knees for a strike, and it's 0-1. 92-mile-an-hour sinker. Riley batting just .212 on the season. 12 homers, 50 RBIs. He's 0 for 2 tonight. 0-1 pitch, breaking ball, swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. That one was above the strike zone, and Riley still swung at it. And now he calls time before this next 0-2 pitch. Four 4-0 Braves are in the 6th. Riley stands back in. Mikolas from the wind kicks and fires an 0-2 in the dirt. Ball 1. Mikolas at 86 pitches now here in the 6th inning. I have to imagine this is his last inning. As he gets his sign, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The wind and the 1-2 pitch on the way. Misses outside. Ruiz dropped the ball and it kicks away. And it's 2-2. And the deuces are wild, as Mr. Vince Scully used to say. Riley stands back in. Mikolas from the wind kicks and fires. On the ground to the 6-hole, deep in the hole. Abrams got it. Off balance throw from distance, threw it away. Goes off the basing of the Braves dugout. Riley safe at first, no advance. And he's aboard with 2 out. That'll be ruled an infield hit. Even though it was a wild throw, it was well deep into the 6-hole. He tried to Derek Jeter it from shallow left, and he threw it away. But that's got to be a base hit. No chance you could call that an error, and Riley has got a knock. Just got to make sure that they're not going to call that an error, because if they did, that is wild. Nope, they call it a single. Perfect. So Riley's aboard. 2 out base runner here for the Braves, and now Mike Yastrzemski will be the hitter. He's 1 for 2. Mikolas from the stretch kicks and fires. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1 to Yastrzemski. '89 pitches now for Mikolas. Riley gets his lead off of first. Mikolas from the stretch comes set. And the 0-1 pitch on the way. Line drive right field. Down the line. That is a fair ball. Right on the inside of the chalk. Riley towards third. It kicks around out there. Riley's getting the wave on. The relay is not made because they gave him a late stop sign at third base. So Riley stays at third. And it's a double for Mike Yastrzemski. Riley not a very fast runner, or else he might have scored. And the Braves have runners on second and third now here with 2 away. And the inning will continue. Right down the right field line for Mike Yastrzemski. That might have even hit the chalk for a two-bagger. And now second and third here for the Braves with 2 away. And it'll come down to the youngster, Jim Jarvis, who will stand in. Jarvis 1 for 2 in the ball game with the base set. Mike Yastrzemski doubles down the line. We got a long pause here. Miles Mikolas is at 90 pitches. He is not getting pulled out of this game, though. And now Jarvis will stand in. Runners get their leads on second and third. Mikolas from the stretch comes set. And the first pitch to Jarvis. Breaking ball misses outside. It's ball one. Jarvis 1 for 2 in the ball game. Has had a rough day out in the field, and as well, he got picked off earlier. Next pitch, breaking ball falls in for a strike at the top of the zone, and it's 1-1 to Jarvis, who had a couple RBIs on a couple hits in yesterday's game. Singled earlier on a ground ball back up the middle. Stands in, Mikolas comes set, and the 1-1 misses downstairs, and he's ahead now. 2 balls and a strike. Top of the order looming here for the Braves if Jarvis can find a way to reach. He's ahead 2 balls and a strike. Runners get their leads. Mikolas comes set, and the 2-1 pitch on the way, swinging a ground ball right side, backhanded by the first baseman, and he flips to Mikolas, who covers the bag, and Jarvis grounds out to end the inning. The Braves' threat comes for naught, and we head to the 7th, 4-0 Braves no-hit watch here at Truist. We'll be back after this for Braves baseball.
In the air, deep left center, the biggest of flies for the Big Bear. And a game that started on April 10th ends on April 11th, and the Braves win the series.
For the second time in his career, Marcell Ozuna with a walk-off homer, a little floating slider in the middle. He knew it right away. The last time he did this, 2018.
Verdugo out at second base, and they're going to go ahead and put Austin Riley on here to start the bottom of the 10th.
That's going to make the Big Bear angry.
Liner, it's fair! Verdugo's going to come home, and the Big Bear is the big hero tonight!
Base open, I understand the intention to walk, but that is a tough guy to come in that situation to try and get out, and they made him pay.
Here we go again. Through the left side! Ozzy's coming home! And the Braves win it in 11! The rookie Baldwin delivers! A little Truist magic tonight for the Atlanta Braves! What a moment for the rookie. Now donning the double bubble cap, but it might as well be a crown. Ozzy sliding home in Atlanta. It ends the homestand on a high note. Payoff pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Here comes Eli White. And the Cardiac Kids find a way. Alex.
We are back in the ballpark here in Atlanta. 4-0 our score. Martin Perez has the fewest pitches through 6 no-hit innings by a Braves pitcher, 59 here tonight. First pitch to start the 7th inning. It is a breaking ball that misses just downstairs, and it's ball 1, 1-0. 60 pitches now here in the 7th. The 1-0 fastball misses downstairs, and it is 2 balls and no strikes. That was actually a changeup, and it's 2-0. 6.0 innings pitch, 5 strikeouts for Perez. The 2-0 fastball in for a strike, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Dylan Cruz is the hitter. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game. The wind and the 2-1 pitch in the dirt, 3 balls and a strike. Dylan Cruz stands back in. 3 balls and a strike on the way. Perez from the wind. And the 3-1 pitch on the way. Breaking ball finds the outside corner. And Cruz is going to challenge it. And I believe this is going to be upheld, which means the Nationals will be out of timeouts. Let's take a look. It got the corner, and it's a strike. And the Nationals are now out of challenges. And the count moves 3-2. And that is huge in the grand scheme of things in a no-hit watch. Because now the Nationals can't challenge anything. So Dylan Cruz stands back in. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The wind and the pitch. Strike 3 called, top of the strike zone. Martin Perez with his 6th strikeout of the ball game. And there's one away here in the 7th. I just got back and that message from CH is going to give me a stroke. Yes, sir. Drop your K's, Mr. Fitzy. We're in a no-hitter watch. Martin Perez. First pitch, hit on the ground, right side. Olsen over to his right, makes the play. Race for the bag. Won by Martin Perez, and there's 2 away. He is on an absolute tear right now. In the top of the 7th inning, 6 2/3 innings pitched. And he is only... See, they took the pitch count off on the screen, as we're going to get a mound visit here from Baldwin to talk to Martin Perez, who is absolutely dealing right now. It's just Baldwin out, no pitching coach or anything. It's just Baldwin and Perez talking in the middle of the diamond. And it was a quick conversation. Baldwin right back to the behind the plate. Martin Perez is at 66 pitches with 2 outs in the 7th. Absolutely dominant. Brady House will now be the hitter with 2 out here in the 7th inning. First pitch to him. Misses outside on a fastball, I believe. It's 1-0. So the Braves, so they put as the 1-0 pitch, the wind and a breaking ball misses high. It's 2 balls and no strikes. So the Braves put a no-hitter little ticker on their score bug, and it's sitting right where the pitch type would be, and they're not showing pitch types anymore, which is infuriating me right now. Martin Perez winds, and the 2-0 pitch. Fastball hit to the right side. That's a base hit into right field. First hit of the ball game for the Nationals comes with 2 out in the 7th, and Martin Perez loses the no-no bid, and he gets a standing ovation from the Truist Park fans in Atlanta. So the first hit of the ball game for the Nationals, 2 outs here in the 7th inning. And Martin Perez will have to pitch from the stretch now, here with 2 out in the 7th. Young is the hitter. First pitch to him, fastball outside corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. Jacob Young 0 for 2 with a couple ground outs in this game. Swing and a miss on a changeup outside, and it is 0-2. Yep, I hate it too, Fitzy. Perez from the stretch comes set. No balls and 2 strikes to Young. And the 0-2 pitch on the way misses down. Good stop by Baldwin. Runner has to stay put. Over at first base. 1-2. Runner up at first gets his lead. And the 1-2 pitch on the way, fastball hit in the air, right side, foul ground, and out of play it goes, 1-2. Young stands back in, Perez comes set. And the 1-2 pitch on the way, another one in the dirt, good stop again by Baldwin, and now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just 1 hit now for the Nationals in this game. They break up the no-no bid with 2 out here in the 7th. Perez sent the 2-2 home. Swinging a foul ball down the right field line, and into the seats it goes. Another souvenir out there. As the fans all packed together in a scramble for the baseball. And it's still 2-2. The 2-2 pitch in the dirt again. Baldwin with a stop, and it's full. 3-2 now. Hefner, the pitching coach, has now picked up a phone in the dugout to talk to the bullpen. Perez at 76 pitches. Payoff pitch on the way. 3 balls and 2 strikes. A little bit of movement happening in the Braves bullpen. Nobody throwing as of yet. 3-2 inside, ball 4. And first and second now here for the Nationals with 2 away. 18 pitches in this inning for Perez. Hefner's going to come out and talk to him. So we get a mound visit here by Hefner, the pitching coach. A little bit of a pause here in Atlanta. 4-0 Braves here in the top of the 7th inning. Martin Perez had a no-hit bid coming into the inning, got the first 2 outs, and has given up a base hit, now a walk, as the Braves have got Didier Fuentes warming up in the bullpen. Quick mound visit there. Goes back to their respective places. Nasim Nunez will be the hitter in the 7-hole today for the Nationals. He's 0 for 2, the second baseman. Will stand in here against Martin Perez, who looks to get out of this 7th inning with runners on first and second. From the stretch comes Set, and the first pitch to Nunez. Swinging a line drive into left field. Back is Yastrzemski, and he'll make the catch a couple steps in front of the warning track. And the side is retired, and we head to the stretch in Atlanta. What an outing by Martin Perez, if that is it. 4-0 halfway through 7 from Atlanta, Georgia.
In there! Deep left center! The biggest of flies for the Big Bear! And a game that started on April 10th ends on April 11th, and the Braves win the series!
For the second time in his career, Marcell Ozuna with a walk-off homer, a little floating slider in the middle. He knew it right away. The last time he did this, 2018.
Verdugo out at second base, and they're going to go ahead and put Austin Riley on here to start the bottom of the 10th.
That's going to make the Big Bear angry.
Liner, it's fair! Verdugo's going to come home, and the Big Bear is the big hero tonight!
Base open, I understand the intention to walk, but that is a tough guy to come in that situation to try and get out, and he made him pay.
Here we go again. Through the left side! Ozzy's coming home! And the Braves win it in 11! The rookie Baldwin delivers! A little Truist magic tonight for the Atlanta Braves! What a moment for the rookie. Now donning the double.
What up, Chris? How's it going?
But it might as well be a
Sorry, I walked away for a second. I wasn't ignoring you, I promise. Got 7th inning stretch action here in Atlanta. 4-0 our score. Braves have the lead. But welcome in, Chris. How you doing?
And the Cardiac Kids find a way. Alex Verdugo is the hero. He gets to wear the new crown, the double bubble hat, and the Braves Frenchie find a way 4-3.
Look at that fastball. It's not pretty always, but a win's a win.
And maybe something like this can galvanize the team a little bit. Gets them back to within 500. Braves were down 4-1 going to the bottom of the 8th. Ozuna tied it. Now
we are back at the ballpark with the Braves leading at 4-0. Bottom 7. Martin Perez, all high fives and hugs in the Braves dugout. I imagine his day is done after going 6 no-hit innings and getting 2 outs in the 7th before giving up his first hit. So we head to the bottom of the 7th now here in Atlanta. Leading things off will be Drake Baldwin, top of the order here for the Braves. First pitch from a new pitcher into the game for the Nationals will be Cornello, who comes in for the Nationals. I'm doing great, just got home from dinner by my mom's. Good to hear, Chris. I'm glad you're doing good. Next pitch to Baldwin off the fists and fouled away. 1-1 the count. So the new pitcher into the game for the the Nationals is Riley Cornelio, who has appeared in just 10 games on the season and a 5.59 ERA. He's from the stretch, and the 1-1 to Baldwin. Fastball fouled straight back, and it's 1-2. 4-0 Braves. For those of you just joining us, the Braves scored very quickly in this game. Way back in the first, Acuna and Olsen went back-to-back on back-to-back home runs in the first inning. They scored another run in the second inning on an RBI single by the guy at the plate in Baldwin. Next pitch misses outside on a fastball, 2-2. Then they scored a few innings later on another home run by Dom Smith this time to make it 4-0, and that's where we stand. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Baldwin. Cornelio deals, and it's high, 3-2. Good at bat to start this 7th inning for Baldwin. Cornelio comes set, the 3-2, swinging a high fly ball into right field, pretty well struck, back into the corner, out in front of the wall, and it's out of play, foul. Just saw your post about the Pirates trade. Hopefully they got a decent pitcher. They did. So Camilo Doval goes to the Pirates from the Yankees, and that's a good addition for Pittsburgh. The Pirates are a team that don't always go after big acquisitions. Their ownership is kind of cheap. They're right there in the wild card mix, though, in the National League this year, and they look like, I think that might be the first of many big splash moves the Pirates try to make, hopefully, because Pittsburgh deserves the postseason. Cornelio comes set, the 3-2. Baldwin takes downstairs, ball 4, and he's aboard to start the 7th inning. So leadoff man's aboard here for the Braves. Baldwin on at first base, and now Ronald Acuna Jr. will get a chance to swing with a runner on base. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Walked his most recent time. He also hit one of the 2 home runs the Braves hit back in the first. Cornelio set, the first pitch to Acuna. Fastball fouled down the right side, and it's 0-1. What did they give up for him? I believe it was just prospects, who I believe are unnamed at this time. I think it was a couple prospects. Cornelio comes set, 0-1 to Acuna. Misses in the dirt, stopped by Ruiz, and it is 1-1. Cornelio at 9 pitches here in the 7th inning, still looking for his first out. Tough part of the order to deal with in the top. Baldwin gets his lead off of first. Cornelio comes set. Long look in, and the 1-1 pitch on the way. Acuna checks his swing. Did he go? They checked to first. He did not go, they say, and it's 2-1. Now time is called for a new baseball. Acuna ahead, 2 balls and a strike here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Acuna stands back in. Cornelio back on the bump. From the stretch comes set. And the 2-1 pitch on the way. Fastball hit on the ground to short. Abrams to his left, bobbles, and has no play. It kicks off the heel of his glove off to his right. Baldwin to second. Acuna safe at first. And the Braves have first and second with nobody out. For the heart of their order, Matt Olson will bat with first and second and nobody out. Acuna hit it hard on the ground, and Abrams had it kick off the heel of his glove and bounce away to his right. He had no play anywhere. And now an error this time on the Nationals. So now either team has at least 1 error. The Braves have 3. But now the Nationals join the error line here against Atlanta. Now Matt Olson, who hit a home run into the chop house back in the first inning, will stand in first and second, nobody out. Cornelio comes set. And the first pitch to Olsen. Misses inside, called a strike, and Olsen is going to challenge it. I think he's going to win this challenge as well. That looked inside off the plate. Let's see. And it was. ABS says it was a ball. So Olsen wins the challenge, and it's 1 ball and no strikes by 0.1 of an inch. Cornelio from the stretch comes set. Looks back at second once. And the 1-0 to Olsen. Breaking ball misses outside, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Olsen stands back in. Cornelio comes set. Looks back once, the 2-0. Swinging a fly ball down the left side and out of play. Foul ball, 2-1. Olsen fouls off the next pitch. A slider makes it 2-2. First and second, nobody out. Olsen stands back in. Cornelio comes set. Looks back at Baldwin at second, the 2-2. Swinging a ground ball foul, they'll do it again. Good at bat here for Matt Olsen. Olsen stands back in. Runners get their leads off of first and second. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cornelio from the stretch comes set. Looks back at second, the 2-2. Misses inside on a slider, and it's full 3-2 to Matt Olsen. What are your thoughts on these Braves uniforms? I love them. I think they're a great City Connect uniform. Cornelio comes set. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Olsen. Breaking ball misses downstairs, ball 4, and the bases are loaded with nobody out. And now a mound visit upcoming. So the bases are loaded. What an at-bat from Matt Olsen. And Michael Harris will stand in with the bases juiced and nobody out. Mound visit here as all the infielders converge around the bump to talk to Cornelio. Home plate umpire starts his walk out towards the mound. So Michael Harris will stand in. Harris 0 for 3 in the ball game. Olsen at first, Acuna at second, and Baldwin is at third. Home plate umpire breaks up the mound visit. Everybody goes back to their places. 18 pitches so far in this inning for Cornelio. Still nobody out, and the bases loaded for Harris. And a chance for the Braves to blow this baby wide open. Harris stands into the left-handed batter's box. Taps the plate once. Cornelio from the stretch comes set. And the first pitch to Harris. Fastball hit on the ground and foul to the right. And it's 0-1. Harris in his career with the bases loaded. 63 at-bats, .317 batting average, 2 grand slams. He's batting .455 this year with the bases juiced. Cornelio set. And the 0-1 pitch, swinging a high pop-up on the infield left side, foul territory, third base side, and the third baseman goes over to make the catch for out number 1, and that is not a good out for the Braves to have. Everybody has to stay put. So 1 away, and now Ozzie Albies will get a chance to swing with the bases loaded. His season versus the Nationals, he's batting .342 against Washington, 7 RBIs, 6 runs. He has 3 multi-hit games against the Nationals this year. Cornelio set, first pitch to Albies, breaking ball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Grand slam would be fun, Chris, yes. Let's see if we can get it here from Albies. Cornelio set. And the 0-1 pitch on the way. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. It dropped out of sight way downstairs. And over the top of it, the swing from Albies, and it's 0-2. Braves looking to cash in with the bases loaded. Albies ready. Cornelio from the stretch comes set. And the 0-2 pitch on the way misses way outside, and it's a ball and 2 strikes to Olbies. Cornelio set. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball foul. They'll do it again. 86 miles an hour on the slider. 24 pitches now in this inning for Cornelio. Cornelio set. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swinging a ground ball, just foul down the first base line. They'll do it again at 1-2. This guy looks like he's 4 feet tall. I mean, Ozzie Albies is very small. He is a small dude, but he's got power. Time called before this next pitch. Olbies now stands back in. Cornelio from the stretch as the runners get their lead. Infield is playing in, by the way, here for Washington. Cornelio, 1-2 pitch. Swinging a jam shot goes foul, and they'll do it again at 1-2. Olbies is 5'7". 5'7", 165 is what he's listed on MLB.com. Another time before this next pitch, this time called behind the plate by Ruiz. Ooh, that foul ball went off the netting and it came back and hit Ruiz. So that's why they called time for a moment. Cornelio sent the 1-2. Swinging a foul ball again by Olbies. That time it goes off the netting again, but it does not hit Ruiz that time. What a battle here by Olbies. 1-2 in the count. "27 pitches for Cornelio. Comes set. And the 1-2 pitch on the way. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Olbies knew it right away. He was not happy with himself after he swings and misses. And now 2 out with the bases loaded. It was a breaking ball up and away out of the strike zone at 85 miles an hour that Olbies chases. So there's 2 away now with the bases loaded. And Dom Smith, who hit a home run earlier, will stand in. First pitch. Stays high. Ball 1. Cornelio from the stretch comes set. Pitch number 30 on the way. And the 1-0 offering. Missed downstairs. Nationals are out of challenges. That was going to be a strike, but they call it a ball and it's 2-0. Nationals can't challenge it, and we'll take that. Baldwin at third, Acuna at second, Olsen at first. They get their leads. Cornelio sent the 2-0 pitch. Misses outside, 3-0 with nowhere to put Dom Smith. Braves country doing the chop. 3 balls and no strikes. Bases loaded. Nowhere to put Smith. Cornelio set. And the 3-0 pitch misses, nowhere close, and he walked in a run. It's 5-0 Atlanta. Baldwin comes in to score on an RBI walk by Dom Smith. 5-0 Braves. And the Nationals are on the phone with their bullpen. And coach is on the top step, and he is going to call time. And we're going to get a pitching change here in Atlanta. Cornelio, a bases loaded walk, drives home another run for the Braves. Bases loaded and no outs. Got to get at least 1 run here. And they did, Chris. And we get a commercial break with a pitching change here in Washington, or excuse me, at Atlanta for Washington. We'll get the substitution once it pops up. See if we can get the substitution to pop up for us before we get back underway. Commercial break at the moment. And the new pitcher is Eddie Ying, who is appearing in just his 6th game of the season here in this outing. He's got an 0-1 record, 2.25 ERA, 8 innings pitched. That's it. He is a right-handed pitcher. Dumbest way to give up a run. Got to make teams earn it. I agree, but we'll take it. All Braves here in Atlanta, back at the ballpark. $5-0 Braves. They've hit 3 home runs in this one. They're most recent on an RBI walk. They shut out the lights on the new pitcher, glow the stadium in red, with all the cell phone flashlights shining across Truist Park in Atlanta. And the new pitcher, as we just mentioned, will be Eddie Ying for the Nationals. Has just appeared in 5 games on the season, 2.25 ERA. Not a lot of action for Eddie Ying on the season, and he will come in a big spot, bases loaded, 2 away. Already a run home in the inning for the Braves, and they look to tack on even further with the bases juiced. The hitter will be Austin Riley, who stands in. Ying from the stretch comes set. Bases loaded. And the first pitch to Riley misses. Nowhere close. It goes to the backstop. Here comes the runner from third. Headline slide. He is safe. Acuna comes in to score. 6-0 Braves on a wild pitch. The first pitch out of the bullpen for Ying is a wild pitch, and the Braves tack on another run. Just nowhere close. Ruiz had no chance behind the plate to make a stop. 6-0 Braves. Runners move up to second and third. 1-0 to Riley. Misses outside, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. And this feels like a 2-out rally for the Braves that could make the Nationals fall completely apart. Already 6-0, and the Braves looking to tack on even further. Well, I guess that was even dumber. Ying set. 2-0 to Riley. Misses again, 3-0, and now they threaten to load the bases again. 96-mile-an-hour sinker misses nowhere close, and it's 3 balls and no strikes to Riley, who is 1 for 3 in the ballgame on an infield hit. Runners get their leads up a second and third. 3 balls and no strikes, pitch fastball right down the pipe, and it's 3-1. Taking all the way on 3-0 is Riley. Ying comes set. And the 3-1 pitch on the way. Swinging a line drive into left center field. That ball might get down. It is a diving attempt. No, it's in and out of the glove. It's down for a hit. 2 runners are going to score. Riley to second. 2-run double, and he blows it open. Austin Riley makes it 8-0 Braves. It was a diving attempt in center field and went in and out of the glove. And it's 8-0 Braves, and that has got to feel good for a guy like Riley, who has been struggling at the plate. 2 runners come in, and it's 8-0 Atlanta. Nearly had it. Young on the diving attempt in center field. It was in and out of his glove. He had it, and then he lost it when he hit the ground. Mike Yastrzemski, now the hitter, takes a strike on a sinker on the outside corner, and the Braves have blown it open 8-0 on a 2-run double by Austin Riley. Mike Yastrzemski, who's had a good game, is at the plate. He's 2 for 3 in the ball game. Ying comes set, and the 0-1 pitch. Fastball, swing, and a miss. And it's 0-2 to Yastrzemski. Yastrzemski 2 for 3, calls time before this next 0-2 pitch. Couple doubles and a run scored for Yastrzemski in this one. Braves have blown it open 8-0 here in the 7th inning. Some 2-out hitting to perfection for the Braves. Yeen comes set. And the 0-2 pitch on the way. Yastrzemski takes one right down the middle. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. But the Braves strike for a few runs in the 7th inning. They blow it open. It is now 8-0 after a 4-run inning for Atlanta. In between innings, now here in Atlanta, 8-0 our score. The Braves score 4 runs in the 7th. They have 10 hits now. They're out hitting the Nationals 10-1 in this game. And I believe Martin Perez is going to be done. We'll see if there's a substitution here for Atlanta. Luis Garcia Jr., Keibert Ruiz, and James Wood are due up in the top of the 8th inning here for the Nationals. See if Martin Perez comes out. We have not gotten any sign of a pitching change, and now we just did as I say that. Danny Young will come in to take over for Martin Perez in the 8th. Danny Young will appear in just his 13th game of the year for the Braves. He's got an 0-1 record, 2.08 ERA. And he's pitched in just 8.2 innings on the season. He has 8 strikeouts in that stretch. Danny Young, drafted back in 2015 by the Toronto Blue Jays in the 8th round. Went to Florida for college. Made his major league debut in May of 22. So he's on the bump. We're back in the ballpark, and the first pitch of his outing misses inside on a sinker. It's ball 1. So Luis Garcia Jr. is at the plate. And it's a 1-0 count. Danny Young is a stretch pitcher, no wind. He comes set, and the 1-0 misses just off the plate. It's 2-0. Eight 8-0 Braves. We're in the 8th. It's been a dominating game so far here for Atlanta. Young comes set, the 2-0, swinging a fly ball down the left field line, might stay in play, and it will. Guiding over to make the catch near the line is Mike Yastrzemski, and there's one away here in the 8th inning. CFL and Pirates game both in rain delays. I saw that the Pirates game was in a rain delay earlier. Wonder if they're even going to continue that one. What inning is it in? 4-1 in the 6th. First pitch here to Keibert Ruiz in the 9-hole is a sinker in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Nobody on, 1 out here in the 8th inning. Young set, the 0-1, misses outside on a sinker. Ball 1, 1-1 the count. Young comes set. And the 1-1 pitch on the way misses down. And it's 2 balls and a strike. So hitters count to Ruiz. Next pitch from Young. Little chopper over the top of the mound. Behind second is Albies, who makes the play, and a long throw across is in time for the second out. Good range by Ozzie Albies, who got it pretty much directly behind the second base bag. Who's your favorite Braves player currently on the team and favorite all-time player? My favorite all-time player is Freddie Freeman. I became a fan of Freddie Freeman when he first came up and started playing for the Braves, I believe, in 2009. As the next hitter will be James Wood. Young comes set, and The first pitch to Wood misses just off the plate on a sinker, ball one. My favorite current Braves player it's kind of generic, but probably Ronald Acuna. It's kind of a generic answer. I also really like Ozzie Albies. 1-0 pitch misses inside, and it is 1-1. Young comes set, 2 balls and no strikes actually is the count. The Braves were behind on their score bug, so it's 2-0, and that one is a sinker that misses for a 3-0 count. Young comes set, Wood awaits a 3-0. The kick and the fire misses inside, ball 4. And a 4-pitch walk puts a 2-out base runner aboard here for the Nationals. So a 2-out runner aboard, still 8-0 though. Hitter will be Chaparro. Andres Chaparro 0 for 2 with a walk back in the 4th. First pitch to him. Sweeper finds the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Danny Young from the stretch. Tarps off crew is out in Atlanta. The whole section out there. Tarps off. 0-1 pitch. Misses inside, and it hit him. In the back leg, it hit him right in the shin. And it hit him on the leg that does not have a pad on it. And that hurts. He's bent over, hands on knees, right over the top of the plate. That one hit him right in the shin on the back foot. And that does not feel good. So he slowly makes his way over to first base. And now first and second here for the Nationals with 2 away. And he starts jogging now, so he appears to be okay. But that had to not feel very good. Taking a baseball to the back shin on the right foot of Chaparro. So Danny Young from the stretch comes set. First and second, first pitch. Cruz lines it into right center field. Long run for Acuna and Harris, no chance. It one-hops the wall. Coming around is James Wood. He'll come in to score. Relay comes in quickly, and the Nationals strike here in the 8th inning. It's a double off the warning track for the Nationals to get them on the scoreboard. So no shutout. Danny Young ruins that here in the 8th inning. Couple 2-out base runners for the Nationals. They take advantage of it. Now the hitter will be Abrams, who swings and misses at a sweeper. Sweeper well off the plate. Then he got him swing and miss, and it's 0-1. Runners get their leads off of second and third. The 0-1 misses outside again. And it's 1-1. My favorite all-time Brewers player is Giovanni Gallardo. Good pitcher and could hit home runs. I loved it when the pitchers used to hit home runs. Young comes set, the 1-1 to Abrams. Swinging a line drive up the middle, that's a base hit. That'll score at least 1, if not 2. Chaparro comes in to score. Right behind him is the second runner. It's a 2-run single for C.J. Abrams. And the Nationals get a few runs back. It's 8-3. So just a line shot right back up the middle, and Danny Young struggling here against the Nationals. Chaparro came in to score, and then the second runner came flying in right behind him. So it's 8-3 now. Mound visit briefly there for Danny Young. He stays in the game. He's at 17 pitches now in the inning. Still 2 away. 5-run lead still for the Braves. And Brady House will be the hitter. Abrams gets his lead off of first in action in the Braves bullpen. Victor Medeiros is warming up out there. First pitch swinging a foul ball off to the right by Brady House. It's 0-1. I can understand why they used the DH, but it was fun watching pitchers bat. Like Bartolo Colon, for example. Oh, 0-1 pitch, sweeper misses off the plate, ball 1. Right-handed hitter at the dish. Runner on first, few runs home in the inning for the Nationals. Danny Young looking to get out of the inning. From the stretch, comes set Danny Young. Looks over at first once, and the 1-1 pitch. Sweeper hit on the ground left side. Riley dives, makes the play, gets up, throw to first, scoop! Oh, not in time! What a pick by Olsen at first. He wants the Braves to challenge it. On a diving play at third by Austin Riley, a huge scoop by Matt Olsen. Walt Weiss, the manager, has his hand up, and they're going to challenge it. Let's see. What a play by Austin Riley, and an even better play on the backhand by Matt Olsen, who picks it on the throw. Riley dives to his left to make the play, and the throw and a beautiful scoop. They're showing the replay right now, and I think he might be out. Matt Olsen went down to his right knee, kept his foot on the base, and kind of lunged out off to his right side to make an incredible scoop. And this one might get called an out. It's very close. It hits the back of the glove, and I think that foot is still up. I think they got him. The call is safe at first base. And everybody's just looking at the video board. Here come the umpires, I believe. This might be a tremendous play by Austin Riley over there at third. Everybody's still looking up. We're still looking at replays. The umpires have not taken the headsets off yet. I think he's out. It's very close, though. And I can see why they called him safe initially on the field. That was a nice play on both ends, Chris. Yes. What a scoop by Olsen. He almost lost it. He kind of snow-coned it. As they're still looking at this. All the players are just kind of standing around waiting for the verdict. Taking a long time to look at this here. What a play. They're still listening to New York. The headsets are still on for the umpires. This replay is taking forever. Safe by a hair, says Chris. I think he's out. And he is out. The replay confirms it. What a play. Austin Riley on one end and Matt Olsen on the other. A web gem to end the inning. Out is the call. After review, we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Braves lead by 5.
In the air, deep left center, the biggest of flies for the Big Bear. And a game that started on April 10th ends on April 11th, and the Braves win the series.
For the second time in his career, Marcell Ozuna with a walk-off homer, a little floating slider in the middle. He knew it right away. The last time he did this, 2018.
Verdugo out at second base, and they're going to go ahead and put Austin Riley on here to start the bottom of the 10th.
That's going to make the Big Bear angry.
Liner, it's fair! Verdugo's going to come home, and the Big Bear is the big hero tonight!
Base open, I understand the intention to walk, but that is a tough guy to come in that situation to try and get out, and they made him pay.
Here we go again. Through the left side! Ozzy's coming home! And the Braves win it in 11! The rookie Baldwin delivers! A little Truist magic tonight for the Atlanta Braves! What a moment for the rookie. Now donning the double bubble cap, but it might as well be a crown. Ozzy sliding home in Atlanta. It ends the homestand on a high note. Payoff pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Here comes Eli White. the hero. He gets to wear.
We are back in the ballpark. It's so hard to tell what hits first. They need to, as the first pitch to Jarvis is in there for a strike. They need the side-by-side time picture so you can tell easier. So the way you have to kind of look at it, Chris, I'm not trying to like tell you what to do or anything, but the way you kind of have to look at it, as it is now 0-2 to Jim Jarvis. So it's when the ball hits the back of the glove. It's not necessarily when he squeezes it. It's when the ball hits the back of the leather. Once it contacts that back of the leather, you just look at the foot and see if it's up or down. That's pretty much how you look at replays like that, and I'm pretty sure the way I was looking at it, it looked like his foot was still up when the ball hit back of the leather. 1-2 to Jarvis. He reaches for it, taps it towards second, and an underhand flip to first is in time for the first out. So Jim Jarvis, a ground out victim to start the 8th inning. But it was very close. Yeen remains out there on the bump for the Nationals, by the way. Braves lead 8-3, 1 out, nobody aboard, and now the top of the Braves order back up. Here's Drake Baldwin, who's 1 for 3. Yeen from the stretch comes set, and his first pitch to Baldwin rolled over to the right side. That'll go foul, and it's 0-1. Baldwin 1 for 3 in the ball game. RBI single earlier. Responsible for one of the 8 runs on the board for the Braves here today. The 0-1. Swinging a pop-up out of play, and it's 0-2. I thought it was when he closes the glove. Thanks for letting me know that. Yep, it's when it hits the back of his glove. Ooh, we have a trade alert. We have a trade alert, and it's belonging to the Braves as Baldwin grounds one up the middle. A diving play at second from his knees. Scoop at first in time. Beautiful play at second base by Nasim Nunez. And there's 2 away. Trade alert involving the Braves. According to Jeff Passan, the Atlanta Braves are acquiring outfielder Lane Thomas and left-hander Bailey Falter from the Kansas City Royals. I don't know how I feel about that trade. So 2 away, here's Acuna. He's ahead in the count 1-0. Yeen comes set, the 1-0. Acuna swings and misses at a sinker right down the middle, and it's 1-1. Yeen comes set, a ball and a strike to Acuna. The pitch misses downstairs, and it's 2 balls and a strike to Ronald. Yeen comes set, the 2-1. Acuna swings and fouls it into the glove. It's 2-2. Two-two pitch. Acuna fouls it off. Stays alive at 2-2. Two out, 2-2 count. The deuces are wild to Acuna. Yeen comes set. And the 2-2 pitch on the way. Checked his swing. He did not go, and it's full count 3-2 and a ball down. Swing and a miss, half swing by Acuna. He strikes out, and the inning comes to a close. So we got some trade news. The Braves going 1-2-3 in the 8th inning. Last chance for the Nationals. They need 5.
In there! Deep left center! The biggest of flies for the Big Bear! And a game that started on April 10th ends on April 11th, and the Braves win the series.
For the second time in his career, Marcell Ozuna with a walk-off homer, a little floating slider in the middle. He knew it right away. The last time he did this, 2018.
Verdugo out at second base, and they're going to go ahead and put Austin Riley on here to start the bottom of the 10th.
That's going to make the Big Bear angry.
Liner, it's fair! Verdugo's going to come home, and the Big Bear is the big hero tonight!
Base open, I understand the intention to walk, but that is a tough guy to come in that situation to try and get out, and they made him pay.
Here we go again. Through the left side! Ozzy's coming home! And the Braves win it in 11! The rookie Baldwin delivers! A little Truist magic tonight for the Atlanta Braves! What a moment for the rookie. Now donning the double bubble cap, but it might as well be a crown. Ozzy sliding home in Atlanta. It ends the homestand on a high note. Payoff pitch. Ground ball. Up the...
We are back. Yes, sir, Chris, the Big Bear. Mr. Marcell Ozuna. Now a member of the Pittsburgh Pirates. I miss the Big Bear. He was fun to watch. Big bat, Marcell Ozuna. So the Braves have 3 outs to get. To put this one in the books. 8-3 our score as we enter the 9th inning. They lead by 5. And the first pitch, swinging a ground ball down the first base side. It is strike 1 on a foul ball. So Medeiros comes out of the bullpen here for the Braves. Medeiros 9 games, 4.05 ERA. High fly ball into left field. Straight away for Yastrzemski. Coming on. Makes the catch. 1 away here in the 9th inning. So 1 away here in the 9th. Braves are 2 outs away from securing a series win here in a 4-game set. And they'll go for a 4-game sweep tomorrow if they can hang on. Medeiros comes set. And the first pitch in off the fist, popped up on the infield. Does it stay in play? Riley in foul ground towards the dugout. Makes the catch, 2 down. And the Braves are an out away from the win. Fans at Truist Park. Some of them making their way towards the exits. Some of them are staying to look the final out at full view. 1 out to get. First pitch Medeiros inside, ball 1. Luis Garcia, the hitter. He's 0 for 3. 1-0. Misses outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Medeiros from the stretch comes set. And the 2-0 pitch on the way. Fastball fouled straight back, and it's 2 balls and a strike now. Nobody on, 2 out. We're in the 9th. 1 out to get for the Braves. Braves are a good team this year, unfortunately. Why is there an unfortunately at the end of that, Chris? Medeiros set. The 2-1 pitch on the way, swinging a fly ball down the left field line, and out of play it goes. 2-2, Braves are a strike away. Braves are a strike away. Crowd on their feet. Medeiros comes set. And now time is called at the plate. So a pause here in the action for just a moment. Braves a strike away from getting out of the inning. Getting out of the game, and now a mound visit here from Baldwin. The link pinned in the chat is where we will head after this one. It's Mr. Thomas Fitzpatrick doing play-by-play of the Red Sox and the Dodgers. That is about to get underway. In the dirt, kicks away from Baldwin on the next pitch. And it is full at 3-2. Because I'm a Brewers fan, wish you nothing but the best in the regular season, though. Fair enough. Here comes the payoff. Swinging a line drive down the right field line towards the pole and foul. A long foul ball by Ruiz, and it stays 3-2. So Ruiz will stand back in. Payoff pitch again on the way from Medeiros. He comes set. And the 3-2 pitch on the way, swinging a line drive to right field. Acuna won't get it. That's going to go to the wall. One hops the fence, and it kicks off the padding awkwardly. And Acuna gets there. It's going to be a double for Ruiz, and the game will continue. Ruiz was kind of out in front of that. He just yanked it to the pull side, and no chance for Acuna to get it. One hop the fence. Double for Ruiz. Game will continue for at least one more batter, and it's the top of the order. Medeiros sent the first pitch, swinging a high fly ball right field. Acuna drifts back to the warning track, and he will make the catch, and the Braves win it. The Braves win the ball game 8-3. They started right away in the first inning on a couple home runs by Acuna and Olsen going back-to-back. The start by Martin Perez was absolutely outstanding, and the Braves win it by a final score of 8-3 here over the Nationals. And they take the first 3 games of this 4-game set against the Nats. And what a game it was. The final box score for this game, if we can get a chance to look at it, there it is. Braves scored 2 runs in the first, 1 run in the second, and 1 run in the fourth. And that big 4-run inning in the 7th put it out of reach. Braves 8 runs on 10 hits, 3 errors that they had to work around. And the Nationals, 3 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error. Martin Perez moves to 7-6 on the year. A guy who had to get ready for this game. He didn't know he was pitching until 20 minutes before first pitch. Reynaldo Lopez was supposed to get the start. Martin Perez had to come in after Reynaldo Lopez got scratched due to left knee inflammation. And he pitched an absolute gem here tonight. Nationals just 4 hits in the ball game. Miles Mikolas got beat up. He gets another loss. He moves to 3-8 on the year. And what a win for the Braves here against the Nationals. Yes, sir, Chris. Let's take a look at some scores real quick around the league, and then we will get going. Phillies-Orioles, 5-0 Philadelphia in the 8th inning in Baltimore. Rangers-Astros, as seen on Sittenbin's channel, 5-4 Astros have the lead in the 8th inning. 4-2 the Cubs have the lead over the Yankees from Chicago. Guardians-Diamondbacks, Diamondbacks have the lead 6-2 in the 7th. Pirates-Reds still in a rain delay, it looks like, from Cincinnati. 4-1 the score there. Rockies Royals in the 4th inning, 7-4 Colorado already, high scoring affair there. Bottom 4 in San Diego with the Padres trailing 3-2 to the Giants. Just underway over on Fitzy's channel. 2-1 Dodgers have the lead in the 2nd. Angels Brewers scoreless halfway through 1, just underway there, and just underway in Sacramento as well between the Tigers and the Athletics. 1-0 Tigers already in the 1st. Final scores around the league so far: the Blue Jays 5, the Cardinals 1. Mariners walked off the Twins 4-3 today. The Rays beat the White Sox 1-0, and the Mets lost to the Marlins 6-2 in New York. And then our final, the Braves win 8-3 over the Nationals today. What a game. What a series so far for the Braves. They take the first 3 games from the Washington Nationals. We are heading over to Fitzy's chat. Link is in the chat pinned. Thanks for the great call. I appreciate you, Chris. Thank you for being here. We're heading over to Fitzy for the Red Sox and the Dodgers. Make sure to click that link, say hi, tell them I sent you over there, and we will have a good time over there. But for now, the Braves win it. 8-3, the final score from Atlanta.